way, if you please.
Always another errand to see to.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Sometimes this is the only place I can find peace.
Our road was a long one, but here we shall await.
You are the Arisen. Follow me.
No easy answers here.
There are few places where I can let down my guard.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards...
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the regent kin to request a private audience.
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Sooner stay out of battle, were it possible. It's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, it is you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. Is that all you have to say for yourself? 'Tis sweet of you to mind your manners, but such niceties won't get you far with me. Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it.
Hold out someone. There's ought to be said. Whatever am I to do? When does my watch? I've clean forgotten. Such quietude is a blessing. I'm just grateful I get
To think I've wasted a second of my day.
All seems well.
nary a dent or scratch on my arms and arm.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Those new recruits rarely live their sorts.
Bunch of sluggards. Lonely place.
Quite the predicament.
Made my legs ache of fright.
I'm in fine fettle today.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood, I fear such a partnership would only portend the... At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more... I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot, and ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance...
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
What's got you in such a good mood? Do tell.
An ox cart ought to make up.
This ox cart's bound for Mel. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
What ought I to do?
Rest all my equipment.
Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together. Shall we take it rolling? In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. A chance you'd like to see it?
Think you can sidle in like you own the place?
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
It is not our place to hurry the arisen.
I beg of you. That's enough. Nowhere to go.
Well met. Glad to see you in good health. The tyranny of the Queen Regent's faction knows no bounds. Passage into and out of the village is restricted, and I had intended to endure it till Ulrika returned to us. But I fear the villagers have already reached their limit. I'll be honest with you, as you've earned my trust. We've a mind to leave this village for good. The dragon's flame has devastated the land here. Many of the villagers question whether it is worth attempting to restore it. When I mentioned as much in a letter I had smuggled to Ulrika, she told me that the village she's staying in would be glad to take us in. Only problem is how we're going to get past the soldiers. They've confiscated all weapons to forestall our escape. Perhaps if we could reclaim the stolen weapons or find a means of procuring some anew, we could force our way out through strength of arm. Alas, we villagers are kept under constant watch. It would be unwise for us to attempt aught on our own. You...
Our weapons are being kept in yon storeroom. With those...
Say, mayhap we could distract them. Then someone could slip in and...
Nay, better not. We're simple villagers, lad.
But Ian, someone has to act, or...
It isn't worth the risk. Better to live another day.
Who goes there? You'll clear off if you know what's...
It isn't worth the risk. Better to live another...
sick of you. That's enough. Nowhere to go.
How are you faring? Have you been able to procure any weapons for us? You've reclaimed our weapons. Well done, sir. I am certain the other... My thanks. I'd wager we stand a fighting chance now. The time...
I've got you cornered.
Don't fret, I've got you. With me! Hold your ground. Do not let our foe impress. Hurry!
We must withdraw and regroup!
You have my gratitude for aught you've done on our behalf. We'll make for the village Ulrika staying in on our own from here. If I were you, I'd leave this place. At any rate, this is where we part ways. But if you're of a mind to visit, know that we'll welcome you into our new homes with open...
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles.
Shall we get some rest then?
A good sleep does wonders.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
This ox cart's bound for Burnwell. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Twas a bumpy ride, but we've arrived all the same.
Arisen, I know of at least one location.
Welcome to Bjorn. And quality's what you need if you want to survive.
So before you check the price, just remember... Misers, many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Need anything? Many thanks.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter. We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners. We must rest, though the sun is still up.
We who serve the heavens must be
As a reward for your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion.
Dozen things at once.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true or shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your Majesty would do well to get a good night's rest.
place. My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, Your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power has arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this godsway's power, proving Your Majesties, allow me to speak to the agent we captured some days past. Perchance he knows aught of use.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brandt's investigation. You have my support. A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. We must rest, though the sun is still up. The sun may have fallen, but the day is far from over.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
Ready to forge on?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim. If the information we pry from the agent is to be believed, there is a place in Batal devoted to the study of arts most queer. I believe it is worthy of investigation. Should fortune smile upon us. Yet official dealings twixt Vermund and Batal are suspended, and 'tis fortunately for us, however. The agent was hiding this on his person. 'Tis an entry permit, allowing passage through Batal's fortress. I doubt any would dare impede your passage with such an item in your possession. There is one other thing, Your Majesty. An oracle who once served in the Vermundian court now resides in this oracle, foretold the coming of the Arisen. Indeed, 'twas by this same oracle's power that the agent in question came to know of Your Majesty's whereabouts. The oracle knows much of the Arisen. Should you make her acquaintance, she may be able... You have my fullest confidence. The way to Batal should be open to you. When you arrive, you would do well to seek out the oracle. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve...
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time. It is not for us to gainsay the... Risen's judgment. We must go...
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
I heard what transpired. Thank you for fighting on my... You cannot imagine my relief when I beheld that everyone had made it out unharmed. Say, would you come with me a moment? There's all time. It's a strange thing. I ne'er knew how vast the sky was, till I left Mal behind. Time and again you have come to my aid. Would that I could repay you in some way. Alas, there is little I have to offer. Yet, if your heart e'er aches for a place to call home, then may this village... No, not the village. If e'er you're in need of a hearth to return to, then let it be mine.
Apologies, Master. My mind was 1,000 leagues away. My word! A drake was most effective!
fort. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
Materials, eh? I shan't deny they have their... uses.
We've no cause to visit a campsite as yet, methinks.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors.
Curious how a fine meal makes your eyelids heavy and not your stomach.
Fancy a look at my wares? Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Welcome to browse my wares. For bread and board, you'll find none better. Do stop by again.
How goes it?
Living's hard. I don't like this place at all.
Fancy a look at my wares? Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Always a pleasure.
I trust we only purchased what we required. Risen.
What should I do?
Mornings get earlier, your bones get older.
Well met.
My offer still stands. Would you like to purchase a wise decision, sir? Here you are, dear.
Sprinkle of misfortune.
Wearing armor all day. What business have you here?
So, after breaking free of the chains of slavery that once bound you to this land, you return of your own volition. This is good. I am relieved to see that you are fulfilling your charge. Now, it would be advantageous for you and your pawn to visit the Rockmouser's burrow in Backbatal. Methinks 'tis where you will find that which you seek. Farewell.
I've just had a thought. I shall never forget the agony I felt at the coronation. How might the technique used to control us be dispelled?
Well met. Does that make you the Arisen? Be at ease. I bear you no ill will. My name is Manella, and I have the honor of serving as a go-between twixt Her Majesty and the Guard. Come, let me buy you a drink. We've much to discuss.
Must be my winter coat growing in. Fancy a look at my wares?
The people of Batal view pawns with great prejudice. They're even forbidden from setting foot in the capital. Her Majesty, Empress Nadinia, has long been troubled by this custom, but a practice so ancient isn't easily overturned. Many are unhappy about the existence of this tavern, even though it lies outside the capital, simply because it was established as a place for pawns to gather. I know not what manner of person you are, but if you would aid me in my efforts to make the people of Batal more accepting of pawns, I would be glad to offer you a residence permit. 'Tis a bargain more than fair, for those who hold such permits may remain in Batal without having their activities questioned. What say? Glad I am to hear it. Take this then. Simply show it to one of the sentries and you'll be granted entry to the capital. Oh, and if you encounter any troubled Batali along the way, I bid they are harsh in their persecution of the pawns, but were they to be aided by the targets of their ire, mayhap a few stubborn hearts would soften. A simple plan, I know, but 'tis the only one available, or so it seems to me. I bid you good fortune, Sir Arisen.
Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned, is residing in Batal. Shall we go and meet with him? Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
All knowledge of this, God's way, stems from the forbidden magic research laboratory, which can be found here in Batal. However, you would do well to first travel to the Alta Batal coast and seek a man named Ambrosius. For as a researcher of this laboratory, he will doubtless be able to answer.
Well met.
This may require a delicate touch.
Round if you must, but be
Off
sure
to
to buy
market I
all.
go.
My services don't come cheap, mind. You're welcome.
Oh dear. Shouldn't mix those colours.
Go on, have a look.
Am I shedding? Welcome, and well met. Do come again.
That changes things.